Hi, this is Albert with Mainland Cycle Center. Today I want to show you a pre-owned 2010 Yamaha R1. And this bike is really low miles. And a really nice bike, runs and drives good. Runs and drives real well. This bike is sporting a set of aftermarket bodywork on it. And usually when a bike has aftermarket bodywork, we can assume that it had some kind of accident. And this bike was involved in an accident previously. The guy laid it down. He was up in the Texas Hill Country riding it, and he laid it down. And so he replaced the factory bodywork with this set of aftermarket bodywork on it. The bike looks good. It runs and drives good. I can't see any structural damage or anything like that. All it looks to be everything was cosmetic on it. Like I said, it runs and drives real good. It's got a brand new back tire on it. The front tire is still pretty good. It's got a set of Jardine RT5 slip-on mufflers. It's got a set of frame sliders on it. A set of swing arm spools with little bobbins on the end. Zero gravity windshield on it there. The stock projector headlights. But all in all, the bike looks really good. Like I said, no real damage on it. We're going to price the bike accordingly in that it doesn't have the factory bodywork on it. This actually seems to fit real nice, and the bike really looks good. But this bike is low miles. Let's see if we can find the miles. 3,247 miles. Hopefully you can see that. But 3,247 miles on it. Let's go ahead and crank it up. Now these Yamahas, of course, this is like any other super sport on the market. Aluminum chassis, disc brakes, 17-inch wheels, fuel injection, ram air. One of the things that Yamaha did different is they have what they call a cross-plane crankshaft. And basically what that means is the cylinder, the firing order on this bike is different than it is on, say, a ZX10 or a CBR. And so basically it almost runs, I hope I'm saying this right, like two twin-cylinder motors. So it kind of gives it the power characteristic of a V-twin, and a V-twin is very torquey, and so that's what they were looking for, is to get more torque out of the bike, and that grunt that you can kind of feel in your gut as you're accelerating. That pull that's torque. That's the best way I know to describe torque and how you feel torque with a high revving characteristics of an inline four-cylinder motor. So cross-plane crankshaft. You notice this bike sounds a bit different than, say, a ZX10. Of course, I'm a Kawasaki fan because we're Kawasaki here, but this bike really does have a great sound to it. And like I said, all in all, it's a really great looking bike. It's nice and clean, well kept. It's been well done. And like I said, the biggest flaw or complaint I could have with this bike is it doesn't have the original bodywork on it. But otherwise, it really is a great looking bike. It runs and drives beautifully, and no other issues to speak of. So if you're interested in this one, like I said, it'll be priced accordingly. It'll be a good deal. Come down and take a look at this R1. It really is a great bike. All right, we are Mainland Cycle Center. We're located in Marque, Texas. We're about 30 minutes south of downtown Houston, just off of I-45. You can find us online at mainlandcyclecenter.com, by phone at 409-948-4969, and we would just love it if you give us a call, shoot us an email, or even better, come by and see us in person here at Mainland Cycle Center, where we'd love to help any way that we can. Hey, thanks for watching.